Hello everyone, Jennifer here, your Philippine Travel Update girl. In this video, we're going to talk about what's been going on with Philippine aviation and travel. Let's start off with some not so good news. Airfares are expected to rise. Well, it's gonna go up because of the fuel surcharge. The Philippines Aeronautics Board just announced that they will be increasing the fuel surcharge from level 4 to level 5. So this is what it looks like, guys. From level 4 used to be just 117, and then started this March, it'll be starting at 151. So how does this convert to travelers? So for example, if you're coming from the USA, okay, USA is at the highest level. So for example, you used to pay 2,867 each way on your fuel surcharge, but starting this March, it'll be 3,703. So how much is the difference? 835 pesos each way. So mga $15, so times 2, mga $30 increase. It's not really significant when you're booking flights, diba? Like $30 difference is not much. Moving on for like if you are going on a short haul flights, let's say Manila to Hong Kong, you used to pay 385, and then starting this March, it'll be 498. So mga 110 pesos increase. So it's not a lot. Some good news, we are seeing more flights are being added to the Philippines, and not just in Manila, in other airports too. This is really good news because it lessens congestion in Manila. Number one is the addition of a new direct flight from Canada to the Philippines. Starting with Air Canada, they will start this direct Vancouver to Manila flight starting April 2. Ooh, and it'll be 4 times weekly. Nice. I love Air Canada. Their in-flight entertainment system is the best, I think. This is definitely a competition with Philippine Airlines, right? Because Philippine Airlines has been the only airline flying direct from like Canada or even America to the Philippines. I was just having a look today. With Air Canada going to the Philippines, there's no direct flight. There's always a stop either in Thailand, Japan, or Korea. But going to Vancouver is direct. As you can see, April 1 and then return April 15. Air Canada is just slightly cheaper than Philippine Airlines. At least this is the case for April. And did you know that Philippine Airlines is also thinking about adding their direct flights from the US to Manila? Ano mga lugar? Chicago, Houston, and Las Vegas. If you can remember last year, they also added Manila to Seattle, Seattle to Manila direct flights, and it is going very well. 80 to 90% of their flights are in full capacity. And considering the number of Filipino communities in these 3 cities, yeah, they are seriously considering adding direct flights to these areas. Kasi they also secured 9 Air 350s to 1,000 aircrafts, which allows them to increase their capacity and compete with US carriers. What do you guys think? People in this area, would you fly with Philippine Airlines? If you were also updated last year, for the very first time, a US carrier is now operating in Cebu. Sa mga kababayan in Cebu, United Airlines flies from like the US, and then there would be a layover in Tokyo, Narita, and then Cebu. So you can skip Manila and fly with United Airlines. That's an option too. In other parts of the country, in Cebu, guys, Cebu Pacific and Philippine Airlines announced that for the first time also they will be having Vietnam flights, Cebu to Vietnam, Vietnam to Cebu. Both these airlines will operate 3 times weekly. Nice. Philippine Airlines will slightly have a bigger aircraft, carrying more like 50 people than Cebu Pacific. But yung schedule same lang. Another news with Cebu Pacific is they will be launching 2 new international flights in Iloilo. The first one will be Iloilo to Hong Kong, 4 times weekly. So instead of going to Manila, magle-layover ng ang tagal-tagal 10 hours, with this flight, under 3 hours, you'll be in Hong Kong na. From the City of Love, Iloilo to Bangkok din naman. So this will be with Cebu Pacific still, and it will be 3 times weekly. So both of these flights already started this March. The Philippines is also talking about having a direct flight to or from India. India is a big market for tourism. As you know, nahirapan, we've struggled this. I think there's been a decline on tourists because of the Chinese market. They used to be number one, and then, the issues, political issues between China and the Philippines, and there's been a decrease in the number of Chinese tourists. So the Philippines is trying to top other markets. How about Philippine travel requirements, Jennifer? Nothing has changed about that. E-travel, of course, you guys already know it's required for entry for all passengers. Some people may tell you, it was never asked. You don't need it. Don't listen to them. Remember that e-travel is already connected to your passport. That's why they don't ask it anymore. When they scan your passport, they can already see that, this person registered, or no, this person did not register. Please go on the site and do your e-travel registration, which is, of course, not convenient. Do it at home. And also, custom will ask for your e-travel QR code. Remember, that's where you have to do your declaration sa custom. So, e-travel is really important, guys, and keep a copy of your QR code. And then for weeks now, I've noticed for mga 2 months straight, we're getting reports on TV about people who are bringing in cash into the country and not declaring it. Remember, guys, this is a rich people problem. If magdadala kayo ng foreign money, yung limit lang is $10,000 US dollars. If it's in other foreign currencies like Australian or Canadian, convert it. And if it's within $10,000 US dollars, you have to declare it. And don't be scared. Declaring it doesn't mean you'll be taxed or that they'll take your money away. You just have to explain the source of your money. What's the purpose of your money? If it's clean money, you have nothing to be scared of. Pag Philippine peso naman, the Philippine government is much stricter. 50,000 pesos lang yung limit. After that, if it's higher, you have to declare it, and then you'll have to get authorization from the Bangko Sentral ng Pilipinas. So I would not recommend it. Again, also, the basis is per person. So if you're a family traveling together, if you're carrying $20,000 US dollars and there are 4 of you, then it can be divided per person. As long as you are traveling together, you're going through customs together, then hindi mo na siya kailangan i-declare. So just the travel requirements in a snap. If you're a foreign tourist, your passport, your return or onward ticket, again, that's a requirement. I do have a website. If you want to stay here long term or you want to come here on a one-way ticket, then you can just rent an onward ticket. And then e-travel QR code, of course. You can either download the app or just do the etravel.gov.ph website. The website, it's much easier. For former Filipinos or those availing the balikbayan privilege, which is the 1-year visa-free entry and stay, if you're a former Filipino, you have not applied for your dual citizenship, you can come here and get 1-year visa-free stay, as you know, old Philippine passport or birth certificate. If you have spouse or children traveling with you and they're foreigners, they can also get the 1-year stay if they're traveling with you, the former Filipino spouse or Filipino spouse. So that's all about traveling to the Philippines, guys. Some airlines are announcing that they're banning power banks, usually for South Korean airlines and Chinese airlines. So if you're flying with, let's say, Air Busan, Eva Air, please check if you can bring. If you're going to bring your battery bank, it might have to be with you sa check-in, dun sa overhead bin. And you might not be able to use it. So just check if your airline has messaged you. But that's all for this video update, guys. God bless you all and stay safe.